Hello everyone, and welcome back. On April 7th, Colossal Bioscience, a US biotechnology company, announced something that sounds impossible. They claim to have brought back a predator that went extinct 12,500 years ago. The animal is Dinosaur dirus, the legendary dire wolf, a top predator of Ice Age North America that lived alongside mammoths and saber-toothed cats. Their fame exploded after the release of Game of Thrones, where dire wolves became iconic symbols of the series. From climate change to human overhunting, many large herbivores disappeared at the end of the Pleistocene. When the base of the food chain collapsed, apex predators followed, including the dire wolf. And now, humanity, one of the causes of their extinction, has created something very close to bringing them back. It all began in 2021, when researchers recovered the first dire wolf DNA from fossils. As more ancient DNA became available, Colossal scientists edited 20 key genes inside modern gray wolf cells to recreate the defining traits of the dire wolf. They then turned those edited cells into embryos and implanted them into dog surrogates. The result? 3 healthy wolf pups, Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi, each showing physical traits described for the Ice Age dire wolf, such as larger size and thicker, lighter fur. While adult gray wolves measure about 1 to 1.6 meters long and weigh around 40 kilograms, dire wolves were significantly bigger, up to 1.8 meters long and weighing as much as 110 kilograms. These 3 pups are currently living at an undisclosed 800-hectare facility in Northern America. Ned Shapiro, Colossal's chief science officer, calls them the world's first successful de-extinction. But are they truly dire wolves? And even more exciting, does this bring us closer to real-life dinosaurs? Reviving prehistoric animals isn't a new concept. In theory, there are several ways to achieve it. For example, if scientists found an intact cell from a frozen woolly mammoth, they could clone it directly. But Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi were created using a different approach. Researchers first compared ancient dire wolf DNA with the DNA of modern wolves and dogs to identify crucial mutations, things like bigger body size, stronger jaws, thicker fur, and metabolic differences. They selected about 20 genes responsible for these traits and edited them inside gray wolf cells using CRISPR-Cas9. CRISPR acts like a search tool inside the massive book of DNA, while Cas9 is a molecular pair of scissors that cuts the DNA at precise locations. After Cas9 makes a cut, the cell repairs it using dire wolf DNA fragments as a template, creating a new, updated version of the gene. Once the edits were complete, the next step was turning those modified cells into embryos, a process known as somatic cell nuclear transfer, famously used to create Dolly the sheep. Scientists removed the nucleus from a dog egg cell and replaced it with the nucleus of the edited wolf cell. A small electric shock then triggered the egg to behave as if fertilized, dividing and developing into an embryo. When it reached about 100 cells, it was implanted into a surrogate dog. From this process, we can deduce what it would take to revive a T-Rex, or at least recreate some of its traits. We would need 3 things: intact or nearly intact T-Rex DNA, an egg and a biological surrogate, a gene editing tool. We already have the gene editing tool, CRISPR-Cas9. Dinosaurs laid eggs, so in theory we'd need a dinosaur egg, or a genetically modified bird egg capable of supporting dinosaur development. Birds are modern dinosaurs, so chickens or ostriches might seem like potential surrogates. But even an ostrich egg is far too small and likely incompatible with T-Rex biology. The real problem is DNA. According to research, DNA has a half-life of about 521 years, meaning that under ideal conditions, useful DNA survives no more than around 6.8 million years. In reality, DNA becomes unreadable after about 1.5 million years. The oldest DNA ever discovered is between 450,000 and 800,000 years old. Dire wolf DNA is just 13,000 years old. 13,000 versus 66 million is an impossible gap. Trying to reconstruct a T-Rex genome from fragments would be like doing a puzzle with 99% of the pieces missing. With dire wolves, scientists had the modern gray wolf genome to compare and fill in the blanks. With T-Rex, the closest comparison is a chicken. And what you'd end up with would be a chicken with teeth, a chickenosaurus, not a T-Rex. But that's just our take. What about you? Do you think we'll see a real-life dinosaur park in the next 5 to 10 years? Tell us your thoughts in the comments. And as always, like the video, subscribe, and ring the bell for more content on biology and evolution. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.